Predicting the death of a franchise can be both easy and hard. You might think that with one fatal mistake, that's it, that's the end of the franchise, but then they still keep trudging along. No series probably best fits the dead franchise walking statement than Call of Duty. Feels like every few years or so, we get a new update that Call of Duty is dying because this game wasn't as good. It happened with Ghosts, it happened with Advanced Warfare, it happened with Infinite Warfare, it happened with Black Ops 4, and of course it's happening again with the new Black Ops 7. But I feel like this might be the one. I don't know what it is, but it feels like somewhere along the middle of the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 generation, Call of Duty lost the plot. Maybe it was because of Warzone and Battle Royale, and now every game feels like a glorified expansion pack. But if there was one thing that Call of Duty games always had going for it, even in the more bad times, was the campaign. In fact, the only Call of Duty game of the 2020s that I have is Cold War, and the only one I got before that was Modern Warfare 2019. I thought they were solid campaigns, but it felt more like Activision wanted to make movies rather than games, which is probably why they signed the rights over to Paramount. But I feel like what's really sealed the death of Call of Duty isn't just AI slop, but Activision's refusal to learn. When Modern Warfare 23 dropped, people were immediately suspicious. It was just 1 year after Modern Warfare 22, and it looked like basically there wasn't much going on. Maybe a story addition to the Modern Warfare 22 campaign, but nothing else. So when Black Ops 7 was announced to immediately follow up Black Ops 6, we all got a sense of deja vu. And I feel like Black Ops was the only sub-series that was keeping the Call of Duty IP alive outside of Warzone. Sure, people liked Modern Warfare 2019, but people still preferred the original. No subtitle generated more hype for a Call of Duty game than a Black Ops one. And Activision seems to have abused that trust to the point where it's safe to say the franchise is dead. We need to let it die. Let it rest. I know a lot of people are probably going to dismiss this as being hyperbolic. As I mentioned earlier, there have been plenty of titles that have been hailed as the death of Call of Duty, only for the franchise to keep trucking along and, in some cases, bounce back. It is possible that the series could make a comeback, but I feel like in order for that to happen, it needs to go away for at least several years. It's the same thing that happens with every good franchise. You don't know when to just let things rest, to leave things alone. I actually played some of the quote-unquote worst Call of Duties not too long ago. That being Ghost, Advanced Warfare, and Infinite Warfare. Mostly the campaigns and the zombie modes for the ones that had them. And one thought that kept creeping back into my mind as I played them was, these were considered the worst that the franchise had to offer at one point. And in hindsight, they weren't terrible. Maybe not to the standard of the original Modern Warfare trilogy, the first two Black Ops games, or the World War II games, but there was something there. I feel like we as a gaming culture need to put certain franchises to rest. Or at the very least, let them rest for enough time so that when a new title is announced, genuine hype arises. I still want to try and get an online match of Call of Duty 3 though.